What is going on, all you amazing viewers to Play Later? How we doing today? You doing okay? Have a great night's sleep? Get some good dreams? That's cool. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever time it is when you are watching this video. Oh, I just went down a rabbit hole. Okay, so I've been a diehard Space Wolf player forever. Since second edition, I've been a loyal son of Fenris. Recently, I converted over to the Banana Boys. That's right, the Adeptus Custodes. So after painting baby blue gray Marines and bright gold guys, I wanted something a little different. So I took a look around and I went, there's something about the background of these guys that really hooks me. So as you know by that thumbnail, everything that's clicked on to get here, that's right, we're taking a look at Games Workshop's Warhammer 40k Combat Patrol, the Grey Knights, the 666th founding, which is just comical to me on so many ways as a lapsed Catholic. It really truly is. But we're going to get into all this stuff here in just a moment. You know how we do it here on the channel. We have got to get the adulting out of the way before we can play. So first up is a word from our unofficial sponsor.
So there I was, 23 years old, prime of my life. I woke up one morning, looked in the mirror, and my hair was thinning. It was all falling out. It wasn't until I discovered this one solution that changed everything. My first initial thought was, it's gotta be genetics, right? It's not my fault, this is genetic. Go and find out. I'm not the only one dealing with thinning hair and confidence issues. And it was nuts because we started to change everything in our routine.
We started looking at what we were putting in our bodies, what we were eating, how much water we were intaking, and then we started working out and taking care of ourselves, but still something was missing.
But also what we put on our body is drastically important to our skin and hair health. So we ditched all of those chemical filled products. We started using healthy, organic ingredients and took it upon myself to start creating these organic ingredient products to help people. I have a solution for you. Ditch all of those chemical filled products and grab something that's organic, natural, handmade, something that your family will thank you and your health will thank you. Make the switch today.
Incredible man, incredible company. Seriously, click that link down below if you're into men's grooming, if you're into grooming products, if you like smelling good for your better half, that's the way to go. Make sure you abuse that viewer exclusive discount code that Johnny has given to you. Okay, I am filming this on Thursday, May 30th, 2024. This is before I've seen the price hikes with G-Dub. You know they're coming. Currently on Amazon, it is $136 even, Prime, 1 day eligible. It's Prime, you go from there, okay? So, I've been watching History Channel's Nightfall. You know, the 2-season thing they did on the Knights Templar and the fall of the Knights Templar, which always makes me giggle why Friday the 13th is the most unluckiest day ever, because that's the day the Templars were burned alive. Neat little correlation, right? And I thought to myself, wouldn't that be cool if that could transfer over into 40k? Now, I know a lot of people are going, hey, Black Templars, Black Templars, it's already there, Black Templars. But there was just something a little off when I looked into them. And then I started remembering the Siege of Terra. And at the end, where Malkador forms the Grey Knights. Number one, there was a Space Wolf amongst the original guys that they pulled across to go to Saturn and, you know, be in that, I don't want to say stasis chamber, but that pocket universe to get the Grey Knights ready for war. But it also made me go, holy hell, Garvel Loken went, I'm going to stay here and fight. Which I thought was just incredible. So their founding was almost at the destruction of mankind. Kind of neat. I've also honestly believed if you're looking at a new faction and you're looking at starting a new force just for fun, or you want something oddball to paint, combat patrols are a great way to go. You're gonna get a lot of value. I mean, look in here, you got 12 miniatures. And I know people hate hearing this, but if you price everything out, you're having a nice savings when you buy combat patrols. They give you a huge area. This could be your general right here. For the Grey Knights, Grandmasters are their big bad guys, and you can put a Grandmaster in, and I want to make sure I'm saying this right, what a Nemesis Dread Knight. But of course, every single time I hear that Nemesis Dread Knight, all I think back to is that old G.I. Joe cartoon, you know, with Cobra, la 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 la, and they're like, Nemesis Enforcer! Okay, enough screwing around. Sorry. You get a Librarian, you get a Nemesis Enforcer, you get 5 Grey Knights that you can turn into like paladins or any, you know, just one of the 3 varieties that you have, and you get some Terminators. Okay, I've put some together because, like I said, I just wanted something different. But I'm going to show you the insides before I start showing you some other stuff. What was really cool is I was able to take some bits from this box for a Tech Marine conversion for another video. Yeah, I know, Grey Knights with a Tech Marine. I struggled with the shoulder pauldrons on that one, but still. Alright. You stay, don't move. You get your big instruction book. And on the back is like all your little data sheets and everything else that you need. Okay. Now follow along. The stuff that's in blue is what you're working on. Where they have in yellow is where they suggest plastic glue or super glue. I'll be honest, I've been using Army Painter plastic glue for a wide variety of my miniatures. I used to use Gorilla Glue gel, but that caused me so many problems on these little guys. So since I've switched to Army Painter plastic glue, I've been good to go. Make sure you're cleaning up as you go. Make sure you get rid of mold lines, all that fun stuff. You do have varieties that you can put on there, like your librarian. You can have the hand outstretched like that, like he's summoning power, or you can have the Stormbolter going forward like I'm about to annihilate your ass. I haven't put together a Nemesis Dread Knight yet, but I figure it can't be much different than when you're doing Dreadnoughts or, oh god, those stupid little walking suits for the Space Marines. I can't remember what they are, but you know, you've got the cannons or the, you know, the flamer. The Invictus Warsuit. I knew it would come to me. Check your codex, check your data cards, because you've got weapon varieties that you can put in there. Okay, this is where it gets funny for me. Alright? So when I started putting together the Terminators, how can I put this? I really didn't know the difference between Brotherhood and Paladins. So, come here, you. Sorry, you know we do things weird here, okay? So there's the first guy I put together. I didn't put the servo skull on him until later. I may even clip that off because I think it looks absolutely freaking ridiculous. And I love the crossed swords on the back. I thought that'd be something really, really cool to have as a Terminator boss. Well, I didn't know the moment I did that. Basically, I made them paladins. So, okay. I go through and I'm starting to assemble the rest of the squad. But the next guy I make is an apothecary. And yes, I based everything in Leadbelcher. It's really going to help. I'll show you in a moment. So I based everything in Leadbelcher. And I went, okay, a freaking apothecary in Terminator armor. How fucking cool is that? I didn't realize paladins can't have an apothecary until I check my data cards. Good move, Chris. Good move. So I went, poopy, and had to go back and trim the tops off of everybody. But I could not resist a Terminator with two, you know, the Force Swords or whatever they're called. I couldn't resist. I'm like, here's a Terminator coming in two-handed, swinging and slicing and dicing and being a Cuisinart. Okay. And the other thing I love, these are like little baby Terminators. They're firstborn, so they're small. A Primaris Marine standing next to him just towers over him. I did have a problem with him getting them lined up for some reason, but, you know, it went no problem. And my last guy for that squad. Come on, man. For lack of a better phrase, he had to have, like, the Force Hammer or, you know, the Thunder Hammer or whatever. Come on, you had to have one in there somewhere. So, there's my Brotherhood squad. All done up. You stop. Okay, come here, you. So the Librarian went together straightforward, simple. I chose to have the Stormbolter facing out. You know, I do like the fact that they put the lines on the back of the cloak so I don't have to try to freehand it. I was very, very grateful for that. Seriously, because my freehanding sucks. It sucks. So, you've got a big, powerful Psyker. I mean, technically, the Grey Knights are demon slayers and all this other fun stuff, right? But, like I said, I chose not to go the route to build the banner bearer because I really suck at trying to figure out colors and keeping things really, really neat on certain parts of that banner, as evident by that Space Marine Ancient I brought to my channel. But yeah, oh yeah, the other problem I had, I really couldn't get him holding the demon head out perfectly, so I had to clip the demon head from my Terminator boss man. Yeah, so I did not equip anybody with the heavier weapons. I did go out and get another combat patrol. Seriously, I bought 2 of this box set so I could flesh out a bunch of stuff. And I've got some other guys because I have some other things that I'm looking at doing. So I'll be adding those in later on. Alright, come on, where are we at? Sorry, we're going through the different stuff. Okay. Now, you can make a Strike Squad, a Purifier Squad, a Purgitation Squad, which means everybody's basically got flamers, or an Inceptor Squad. And I started reading the lore behind everybody. I went with an Inceptor Squad. Why? There's just something comical to me about attack, 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 teleport away. Attack, 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 teleport away. So, this was the first guy I painted. You're going to have to hold on a moment. So, that's my tester for my paint scheme for my Grey Knights. I've got some idea for more heraldry and other stuff. The only other mega problem I had, oh yeah, there's the back. I really wanted to get some other areas like a bluish thing, like the lightning's building up for the teleport for the warp rift. All I could think of like is Nightcrawler, smack, poof, smack, poof, smack, poof, was the basing. Okay, I really wanted my basing on these guys to be different than anything I've done before. I have done cityscapes to death. I've done snowy battlefields to death. I wanted something different. So, as you see by that purplish stuff down below, I went to AK Demon Earth. Like I've showed it off before. It has that weird little purplish glowish look to it. I really wanted that for my Grey Knights, which I also turned around and looked and went, well then, dummy, why did you put a bunch of them on stones? So I'm going to have to kind of paint around that and get them up, and yeah. Anywho, so just having that purple there, I thought was lacking something. So I went back and I got some bases. I got 3 of the 32mm bases, put Demon Earth down on all of them. Now, I went over it with a couple different washes because I really wanted to see what worked. We had a vote in my house. It was 5-3 in favor of the winner. So the first thing I did was go over it with that Volupus pink, and that's what it came out with. That got 2 votes. The next one up was Shaiish purple. I thought that was a little bit too dark, and so did everybody else. They didn't think it fit with what I was looking for. And the winner was Druchii Violet. So like you can see on the base, hopefully, that's what I came up with. So that's the neat little start. Oh yeah, I gotta show you some spruce to my Grey Knights detachment. What I loved was you have so many extra bits depending which way you go. This is just part of the Terminator sprue. Okay. Here's for all the normal guys. Now, on all of these pieces, there is a little number right by it, so you can just go through and do the follow by numbers thing, like you would with every model train, model plane, model car, whatever you put together. All right, they make it really, really simple. Just a little bit of snipping, a little bit of cleaning, you're good to go. And you're going to have a lot of leftover bits. Save them for your bits box, because you never ever know when they may come in handy. Kind of like for my Terminator. Well, I should say my Tech Marine. There's the Nemesis Dread Knight base. There's the bases for the other guys I still have to put together. Stay. Where are you? There's the sprues for the Nemesis Dread Knight. You can build him as a normal guy or as your Grand Master. I think the only difference is one has a helmet, one doesn't. I really haven't looked too deep into it yet, but the fact that you can build it 2 ways, I thought was really, really cool. That was the sprue for the librarian. Don't need you anymore, go away. And that's the one for the other termies. See what I mean about that banner? I don't trust myself yet, because I get too excited when I get to that point and I make bad choices, which is probably going to be on my tombstone. I don't trust myself, I make bad choices. But still, that will be featured in somewhere. From my understanding, that banner just gives you more of a better objective control points. But I mean, like I said, and I know I get a little long-winded on these guys because I think there's an awful lot in here that maybe a lot of people overlook because it's Combat Patrol. And I get it. It's Grey Knights. They're not flashy. They're not stupendous. They're not gonna, go table people with an Alpha Strike on, turn 1, which is something else I like in 10th edition. Those Alpha Strikes are gone because there's nothing worse. And I did it to myself once when I was playing Warhammer Old World and I was running Skaven. I tabled myself on turn 1. On my turn, I went first and tabled myself. My warlord came off a pack, charged somebody with a warpstone thing, not knowing he caused fear like a moron, and I went, wait, I'm playing vampire accounts, everything causes fear. Oh, goddamn. My opponent was cool and went, you want to reconsider? I'm like, nope, I've already committed, let's just have some fun. And I tabled myself. That was back when your general was dead, your whole army was dead. But there you go for that really, really quick look. Not quick, I've got windy, but still. We are at the best part of the video. Seriously, we really, really, truly are. I want to know your questions, comments, love, hatred, anger, all that great stuff down below. Do you play Grey Knights? How do you feel about this Combat Patrol? Do you think the Grey Knights are going to get a glow up in 10th edition? Or are you thinking like I'm thinking, the Grey Knights are going to be folded into Agents of Imperium book and become kind of worthless? Anywho, I'm painting them. I'm having some fun with them just because I need slightly a palette cleanser because I'm tired of gold and I'm tired of baby blue gray. I want something different. Even in Age of Sigmar, I went Stormcast, so I'm still with gold. Well, not anymore. I kind of quit Age of Sigmar. You'll see that in another video. But still. Now, if it made you laugh, made you cringe, made you cry, made you do any of that while filming this video, and I'm pretty damn sure that I did, hit that big old thumbs up. Only going to show love and support for the channel, which is always appreciated. Gonna give you good karma. You put out good, you get good back. You never know when you're going to need those magical 6s, right? Karma remembers. Karma always remembers. And the most important thing it's going to do is slap the almighty algorithm in the face and go, look, we like what this guy's doing over here. You might want to wake up and take a look. But there we go, guys. My kind of lengthy look at the Warhammer 40k Combat Patrol for the Grey Knights. I want to thank you guys for watching this one. Hope you're having a great day today. Hope you're having a safe day today. And Emperor willing, one day soon, we'll be rolling dice across the tabletop.